Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So right now we're going to be starting spiritual tea party time. We do live personal readings as well as energy work. So, sorry. Still having a stank attitude adjustment period. So please do be patient with my level of sodium in my attitude. I'm going to go ahead and comment the link. If you'd like to purchase an expedited request for readings, for energy work, just check out that link. And I don't have my iPad. It's all right. I'll use my phone. We're going to start with number wars. Let me plug this in before it just randomly dies. Okay. I don't know why the lights seem so dim. What the hell's going on? Does that look better? I look a little more crazy. You can see my crazy a little better. There you go. Oh my God, Janet. You don't know what number wars is, girl? You tuned in at the right time. Number wars is when y'all pick a number from 1 to 100, and I go ahead and write a number from 1 to 100 on my phone. Whoever's comment I see first, that matches the number that I have written. Y'all win. Y'all win a freaking ClairTarot reading from me. Let me just launch the right app to do this. So I'm still a big baby. I'll get over it. Promise. Eventually, I get over it. So pick a number from 1 to 100. I'm writing a number down right now. Oh, y'all are already guessing. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm going to start from where Jessica Rose says once Emmy says go. Ha. Okay. Well, thank you, Claudia. I figured I'd put some makeup on to camouflage the level of salt coming from me. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've been knowing. I'm not in no denial. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. Wait, that's not it.
It's very close, though.
Don't touch. So we have this new, I guess you could call it a family rule. Once upon a time, years and years ago, it was just last year. Once upon a time, my esposo, my spouse, my beloved, my tropical Viking, he was on the lives with me all the time. Like he doesn't ever want to go in front of the camera, but he definitely is. Y'all gonna guess the number or what?
Close.
How much you want to bet someone already guessed the number, but salty ass algorithms are blocking us from seeing it? How much y'all want to bet that? How much y'all want to bet that? Look, Tiara is even, she's done. She's just done. She's all done. She's had it. Girl, I'm right there with you. I'm about to just randomly select a number that I see. Well, no, I'm not. I wrote down a number. Are you watching the numbers too? This is just insanity. This is insanity. There's no way it hasn't been picked.
It hasn't been picked.
So anyways, I'm still watching. He's still watching. Oh, I see it. I see it.
I don't see it.
Jennifer Qatar.
What?
Yes. That's right. Jennifer Qatar won at 53. So, as I was saying, once upon a time, Ooh, I got new cards too. Once upon a time, Daddy used to always be vocally present in my lives, and then he just went away. I don't know what the hell that was about. But now he's back. All right. And I think it's more for like in life moderation, meaning he's present in the room before I go off on someone. He could be like, no, don't say it. Hold on. I'm shuffling the cards, Jennifer. Excuse me and my phlegm. Promise I'm trying to get it under control. All right. Here we go, girl. Here we go. These cards really speak to me for some reason. Okay. Ooh, card number 9, potential. So, girl, this is seeming like there's a lot of activation going on, especially in the third eye and crown space. It's card number 9. And it seems as though you may have some reserves of fear that have been causing blockages, keeping you from truly seeing the potentiality that you're tapping into. It's time for you to let go of that fear. I mean, the fear can exist. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to completely eliminate it, but you definitely have to allow yourself to see beyond the fear, because look at her eyes. It looks like she's being slightly blinded, okay? Next, we have card number 38, ambition. Ooh, look at that. Damn, girl, you got some energy flowing behind you, a combination of water and fire energy. Look at the wings at your temporal lobes. This is really, I think what's going on is there's a lot of communication coming from things with dishonorable intentions, nefarious intentions, and it's getting to a point where, excuse me, it's triggering your fears so much that now, protective measures are being taken to kind of help defend you from this, protect you from it. So this is a very good opportunity for you to focus on what is your ambition rooted in? What is it you're trying to accomplish in a personal matter and on a soul level? Go ahead and focus on that. And I think if you allow your mind to take you to the places that are needing to be explored right now within you, you'll see those two things, they actually align beautifully. Okay. Card number 50, reverence, white buffalo calf woman. It's time for you to begin allowing your past lives, past life memories, abilities, all of that to come forward and really just celebrate who you've been. Okay. There are certain memories that have probably come up, and what's gone on is that these memories are not necessarily, the love and light type. And so you're kind of feeling as though, maybe I need to ignore that part. Maybe that's proof that I've been evil. And no, we have to experience those type of lives to really get a clear picture of the gravity of our light. So embrace all those aspects of you, okay? Allow them to really, really come forward. Your ambition is to be an airbender. Well, shit, girl. Looks like you might just do that. Ooh, look at her, though. Look at that focus in her face. Look at that. That's just like, wow. She's focused. She got fire in her eyes. And this one, look at that. She's just like, hey. Hey, I know who I be, boo. Do you know who you be, boo? So that's awesome. That's awesome. You have a lot of good things heading your way. It's definitely going to be a process for you to begin accepting these things about yourself. Can you turn on the switch?
Yeah.
Please. Could have sworn you turned on the fan already.
No, I was waiting on you.
Should we leave? Ooh, that's more light.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. I like it. Ooh. Okay, let's quit flirting with each other. We got stuff to do. All right. One more set of number wars. Let's see. Lipomas, the fatty growth. I do know some stuff about lipomas. All right, let's pick a number from 1 to 100. First comment I see that matches the number that I have written will win a ClairTarot reading from moi. What's up? All right, start guessing. You just had one removed? It should be like I mean, dependent on the circumstance, it should be a very simple procedure. Dermal incision, extraction, suture. Little naga. Was that the right number?
No.
Yes. Little naga.
Oh, I can't see that.
Little naga, you won at 11. All right, little naga. Yeah, they do extractions of those. They do extractions of those on Dr. Pimple Popper all the time. Okay, naga. Let's see. Naga, is it like, what's that sound? Short, tall, skinny, flaca. That's a different word, huh?
Big old nuggets.
That's a different word? Yeah. Okay. Well, that may be a different word, but yo no soy marinero, soy capitan. Soy capitan. All right. Oh, I didn't see yours, Trina. That's why I say the first comment that I see that matches what I wrote. Because we get a lot of comments that for some reason are hidden. Huh?
She just barely said it, though.
Oh, well, that's amazing that you're in tune with me, though. Who knows? Maybe next one. All right. Naga, let's see. Oh, okay. I'm seeing what's going on here. So just like moi, you've been in an ascension cycle. That cycle has left you feeling as though you have no say, you have no power. All of these really shitty events just keep taking place, and what the holy hellhole is going on? And really, card number 40, Sacred Fool, you know, you're the one in control. When I say you, I'm talking about your higher self. No one is being the puppeteer. Okay, this is you being guided to where you need to be mentally, emotionally, physically, geographically. There's a lot of things coming into play right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of events are looking like, what the hell? This is really weird. Why is everything kind of going to poop? And it really has to do with aligning everything just right in order to get you to submit to a level that soul can rebuild you. And ascension has a lot to do with deconstruction, you know, tearing yourself down to rebuild yourself. And it's your higher self doing this. It'll bring people and circumstance across your path to assist with this self-demolition. So card number 32, faith in the process. You're being stripped bare, okay? You're about to be naked in your truth. This is a very, very difficult process for almost everyone, okay? Almost everyone struggles really badly, especially if it's their first major ascension cycle, which I think it might be your first. Now, don't worry if you can't walk forward any further. Don't worry if you feel like you've just been beat down so far, so low that you can't go any further, because soul will carry you. Okay, you're not going to just be left there. Have faith in the process. Card number 32. Oh, boo. Baby boo. He is my twin flame soulmate. I just got to cleanse away the shit I was about to talk. All right, there you go. There you go. It's gone. Swallowed it back down. It didn't erupt. There you go. Card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. Okay. This is a dream that's about you and yourself. The whole twin flame soulmate storyline. You have to remove that from your storyline for now. Okay. Right now, that's not part of the equation. Right now, it's all about you creating, manifesting the kind of life that you love, the kind of life that you don't need a vacation from, the kind of life that you deserve. Okay. So just, I'm trying to pull out the there is now really gone. Okay. All right, guys. I threw it out. There you go. All right. So let us see. Let me close out Facebook really quick. Let us see what it is we got going on for today's expedites. If you haven't already checked out the link for today's expedites, love boat. All right, so we have bioscans. We have condensed ClairTarot readings. We also have pre-lunar manifestation. What this is, I believe on the 13th. I don't know what date, but it's coming soon. It's in about a week. We're going to have a full moon, and this full moon is going to be huge because the energy that's been ramping up from all of the shifting and ascension and all of the hoopla, it's charging this lunar event massively. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. I cannot emphasize that enough. So this pre-lunar manifestation charge, what it's going to do, it's going to calibrate your system to go ahead and be primed, supercharged for this full moon event. This is not just a new moon. This is a full moon. We use the full moon energies. Excuse me. We use the full moon energies to manifest the things that we want and need in life. And that's what this expedite is going to do for you. It's going to help you with that. We also have auric field cleanse and recalibration. This will assist with this insane ass energy that's been shifting nonstop for, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks at this point. At the very least, 2 or 3 weeks. So the auric field cleanse and recalibration helps to clear away any of that disharmonic energy encoding, and then recalibrate your field to better receive the galactic and light codes that are coming in for the past how many weeks at this point. Now this one, Soul told me this one had to go on the board. It's the twin flame recoupling expedite. This is not the same as a twin flame cord healing. I have both available for today, but they're two very different things. So you can purchase both together and have them work together to amplify this intention of reunification. Or don't mind that eye rolling. I'm a Pisces. We have eye rolling issues. We can't control it. So you could either do the recoupling by itself, or you could do the twin flame cord healing by itself, or you could do both together, which I recommend. What the recoupling does, sometimes when there is a period, especially a prolonged period of separation between true flames, y'all have to be true flames, okay? This is not for the sexy ass guy you saw walking down the street, slap a label on his ass, you're mine. No, it is not for that. That was such an ugly sound. I just got to process what I heard come out my mouth. That was so ugly. Where the hell did that come from? Which just reminds me, we were at this store earlier, And my husband saw a cheese board with a handle. It was like thick wood. And he was like, come here. I said, yeah, spank me, daddy. We were in the store. And he actually did spank me, and that shit hurt. And I wasn't prepared for that. I was just like, what the fuck you do that for?
I had to.
I thought you were going to do something like, oh, not hard. I'm just saying, I wasn't prepared for that. And so he whacked me real hard. And I was like, what the fuck was that for? And I had to go into the aisle because I didn't want people to see. I got teary-eyed. I was like, I'm going to clamp your fucking nipples when we get home. But I didn't get to because we were running late. So anyways, so the recoupling, it reconnects the cord. Okay, for quite a few twin pairs, the cord got disconnected. Some intentionally, some unintentionally. I'm just saying. You can't blame a girl for being pissed. Excuse me. So that's what the recoupling does. It reconnects the cord, but that's not going to do much if that cord hasn't been healed. If you haven't been doing twin flame cord healing, working on yourself, y'all are just commingling the uglies, the nasties between you two. I'm just saying. So I would recommend both. If you've already had the twin flame cord healing, then you probably don't need that again. You could just do the recoupling. But if you haven't had the cord healing done, I would recommend both. We also have a full system reset. With a full system reset, I basically communicate. Ooh, it's 5:55. Man, my ADHD is on hype right now. Anyways, full system reset. I will speak with your higher self, and your higher self will be dictating to me exactly what needs to be done. This includes basically any type of energetic work that you need, except advanced type of parasitic extraction. If that's not something that I can do on the live, I will definitely let you know, and I'll give you recommendations on how to address whatever parasitic circumstance if it's needing to be addressed. Okay. We also have a karmic distortion clearing. I bet y'all are sick and tired of hearing me cough. Can I have some cough drops?
Huh?
Can I have some cough drops? It's right there.
Where?
On the floor.
Say what?
Right there.
Go there.
Sir, please kindly look at the finger that I am pointing in the direction in which I am. Did I put it on the bed with me? Oh, shit. I don't know where it went. I'm going to die if I don't have cough drops.
What in tarnation?
I feel life leaving my body. I swear to God, it's right down there somewhere.
Bro, you put all these samples.
Why are you calling me bruh?
Look, you want me to take a picture?
You know, you should never call me bruh.
Bruh.
You want to get, okay, let me just stop. Karmic distortion clearing. What this is, a lot of us have accrued quite a bit of miasmic distortion within our auric field. These miasmic distortions are what's considered karma. So they are light code that's been frozen within our field because we haven't processed it from previous life, earlier in life, whatever you want to call it, wherever it comes from. Miasmic distortion is miasmic distortion. So we will clear this out, and it will help to alleviate much of that karmic load. It will also help to address karmic bleed over. What karmic bleed over is when things from previous lives, injuries, events, traumas, whatever it is, hasn't been processed, and it's bleeding over into this life, causing you to experience the same symptomatic presentation in this life with no known causation. So, and this is very unique for each person. Very, very unique. And then finally, we have ancestral wound clearing. So, you know, a lot of us do carry wounds from our ancestors within our morphogenetic template. You want to walk a little slower? I haven't choked on my own throat yet. But I'm not seeing the comments. I'm on a different window. What's up, sir?
He's really been fly.
Are all the hot chicks crazy? You know how to relieve it. Oh, I'm sure you do. You're blocked. Anyways, so ancestral wound clearing, what that does, we go ahead and access your morphogenetic template. wherever that distorted coding is stored, that's where we're going to work. And we're going to clear that, reestablish the organic coding without the distortions, and then supercharge the entire auric field to promote healing and moving forward from that wound. That was a lot of explaining to do. My God, that was good. That was just good. All right, guys, let us see. So, Melissa. Okay, let us get started. I just have to pop a cough drop. Let's see, okay? I'm going to use my new cards on you. I love these. These are goddess cards. All right. Oops. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you to the mod for commenting the link. Let's see. All right. All right. Now that I have a cough drop in my mouth, one more. All right, here we go. Oh, girl. God, girl. Okay. Okay. We're going to go there. So we're going to go there. We're going to go there, Melissa. Let me just pull a few more cards so we can fully be there. I already know what this is. You already know what this is. This is just, we're just going to flow through it. We're just going to flow through it, okay? Let us see. Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's the same motherfucking cards. Whew. All right, so Melissa. Card number 36, Mnemosyne, the past. What do you think this has to do with? It has to do with the past. So things from the past will continue to resurface. They will continue to pull at your heartstrings. Notice all the cloudiness around her low throat, high heart area. And then it almost appears as though she has a shield in front of her chest. Her eyes are whited out. You're getting direct messages from soul. Look at her third eye space. Okay. And it's causing you to begin to see things the way you need to see them. There's a lot of confusion still about what needs to be said and the way in which you're going to communicate the needs and the feelings and the messages from the heart. But this has to do with something from the past or someone from the past that's needing to be addressed very soon. Let me see if I... Okay. Okay. I see a P in her hair. I don't know what that means. Do you see the letter P? So kind of just keep that in mind, okay? So as you process this past connection, you're needing to, card number 34, remember, you are in the world, not of the world. The other fish are going to be swimming past. I know, she don't look happy. She look like she ready to fuck shit up is what it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Card number 34, in the world, not of the world. So other fish are going to be swimming you by, and you're going to have to kind of just be okay with that, okay? You're going to have to just lean back, free fall into your greatness, allow your hair to be this hot mess of personal power, and let your wisdom from previous life events, both in this life and past lives, to kind of come unraveled. Right now, it's what's weird is there's this need for many of us to become unraveled in order to continue processing whatever life events we're processing. And it doesn't have to be anything traumatic. It doesn't have to be like a huge show. or a huge event, but it's definitely something that is needing to happen, because there's a lot of wisdom contained in those seemingly separate events. They're not separate. They're all helping you to process and better understand things that are coming to you. Okay. Card number 40, Sacred Fool. So this is looking like whoever this is with, whatever circumstance is being addressed with these cards, it's almost like you hold all the control. They're kind of going to be like putty in your hands, like a little marionette. Depending on which way you move, then that's what's going to determine the way they move. So you're setting the standard here. It's almost a little unfair that all of this is kind of going on your shoulders, but that's kind of the impression I'm being given, that you kind of have to guide. You have to lead the way this dance is going to go between you and whoever this is with. Okay. So card number 4, Artemis, focus. What does the number 4 represent? It represents the self-empowerment. Now, what happens before an arrow is launched forward? The arrow first must experience being pulled back. You're being pulled back. It's going to feel like some sort of regression. And it's going to, the further back you're pulled, it's going to increase the amount of tension you experience, the amount of pressure that's placed on you specifically. But the moment you let go, your forward trajectory is directly linked to the amount of pullback that you get. Okay? You have to focus on what this process is. It's not you reverting back to old silly things. This is about a forward trajectory, and you're going to make sure that you're focused on the things that need your focus, not the things that cause flare-ups of the ego. And you guys, ego, it's more than just feeling like you're above and bigger than everyone and more important and any of that. Sometimes, especially if you're a Blu-ray, when the ego flares up, it's actually the opposite. What ends up happening is you shrink yourself. You try and convince yourself that you're actually not as important to other people and to global events as you are. So you have to remember, when that ego flares up, I think for you in particular, it's the opposite, where you don't think you're bigger and better and more important than everyone else. It's quite the opposite. Okay, so keep that in check. Card number 7, Legacy of Light. So right now you're experiencing growth from toddlerhood to almost like spiritual young adulthood. Just breathe, I'm told. Just breathe. This is a process that's going to happen no matter what. No matter what you decide, no matter how you decide to move forward, this is something that's going to happen because it's a part of your rise back to that ancient greatness that you've always been. And no matter what you do, no matter what you decide, all of these light codes are going to continue to rain down on you. You're going to continue to receive guidance, messages, upgrades, all because this is what your higher self is choosing for you at this moment. Now, this is a progression. So it's card number 7 and now card number 8. Okay, so you're definitely moving forward here. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Now is the time for you to begin shot calling. Okay, you're no longer just going to be providing the sustenance and the nourishment, nurturing to other people. You have to open yourself up to allow this to be done for you. Ooh wee. Just I gotta swallow that back down. I'm told you need to reestablish connection. Take that however you may. Okay? Receive that and interpret it however you feel is most appropriate for you. Card number 34, Mary, miracles. So Mary is known as the mother. Okay? The mother is supporting you in this. The mother is helping you to whatever way you choose to achieve whatever needs to be achieved. And this has a lot to do with a reconnection in the high heart space. The high heart space is asking for communication from the heart space and expressed in a way that is most compassionate for all involved. Okay? And you're good at that. You're good at that. Okay? You know when to be firm, you know when to be nurturing. You're good at that. Allow that part of you to rise up. Don't censor or edit yourself. Sometimes you have to just be like, look, blah, blah, blah. Okay? That's what happened. It's blah, blah, blah. If you want to be upset by it, I mean, you decided to be that way. You decided to act that way. This is my reaction. Let's move forward. You know, sometimes it has to be like that, or sometimes it doesn't. You will be the one to decide, and you know this. You know this about yourself. You're always very, very good, very well-chosen words and delivery of that communication. So trust in yourself, okay? Card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. I'm being told to let you know the mother, Mary, that's just funny to me. Mary is going to help you energetically. Okay, she's going to help you energetically and fully support you in your attempt to communicate, because healing needs to occur. I don't know how you're interpreting this, and you know that should be kept private. Whatever you don't feel like sharing, you definitely shouldn't have to share. But it's this feeling that you know what parts need to be shared. You know, well, with whoever this is with, you know what parts don't really need to be discussed anymore. Oh my God. Excuse me. I don't know why I never noticed that. I'm told link it back to rainbow obsidian. Okay? Rainbow obsidian palm stone. Link it back to that. What are the metaphysical properties of rainbow obsidian? So you are a living incarnation of this person's rainbow obsidian. That's what you are to them. You contain all the fractals of the rainbow. You've collected these parts through so many lives. Oh, shit. Wow. This is deep. Okay, so you've collected the shards of the higher levels of consciousness between the two of you through so many lives. 99% at 612. 999. That felt good. Sorry. You've collected all the higher aspects. And in exchange, they're part of this. They've collected all the wounds. That's deep. That's deep. That's like, oh, I don't want to cry because my lashes will come off. Kind of deep. Like, seriously. Emotions, let us process and release later. Not during the live. This is not your reading. Okay, there we go. There we go. Final card, Melissa. Card number 5, follow your own rhythm. No one else is going to know how this is supposed to go in the timeline. Okay. I'm legit about to start crying. I'm legit about to start. What's that behind her? A black heart. What? That's a black heart behind her. Boo boo. Fuck out of here. Card number 5, follow your own rhythm. You have to follow your own rhythm. You have to use your own level of grace to help guide you through this, okay? I get hearts all the time, black hearts. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Where did it go? You gave me something recently. You let me choose, and it was before. It was actually at the start of the whole black heart thing. You let me choose some items on the table, and I just finally emptied that skull box that I had with me, and I realized you gave me this. Isn't that so cute? Oh, you know what? I didn't realize I still had this in my bra. Let me just stick this in here. Put it on the left. Put this one on the right. All right. There we go. Okay. I was just like, that's so cool. She gave me a black heart. All right. Oh, one more card for you, girl. I know I said that was the last card, but I'm told you need one final message. This is from your soul, higher self. All right. And you're probably like, why did I take it out of a plastic bag? Because I took it with me the past couple times I went to the forest. I've been going to the forest pretty much all week. And I've had it with me. All right. One more shuffle. So this card, I'm only going to read the poetry. I know you have this deck as well. The rest of the message will most likely be something private just for you, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Funny. I had opened the book exactly to that page, the end of it. Oh, that's just gorgeous. All right. Card number 20, the all-encompassing hand. Oh, girl. This is from the counterpart. This is not from your higher self. This is from the counterpart. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath I feel, my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I'm bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick up a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long since ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh, once separate from mine. This sacred grasp pulses with love divine, and there is one hand holding and held, one being loving and loved, though we may appear to be appear by less ecstatic angels to be two. The love that gives us this hand-fast beloved is so powerful, we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands would be joined, gently and yet enduringly, in unfailing love and sublime friendship. That's deep. That's definitely deep. Uh-huh. That's deep because because of this card. So let me just whatever you do, I will do. I'm your reflection. Whatever way you move, whatever moves you choose to have, they will reflect that. So if you want to move forward in a more aligned way, they will as well. And if you choose not to, they won't as well. So you definitely have all the control, despite it seeming as though you don't. You definitely have more say and more control than you realize in this pairing. All right. Let's go ahead. I hope that helps, Melissa. We also have Shannon Kendrick. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull some cards for you. Are you here, Shannon?
She is.
Okay. Oh, triple cent. All right. Let us. Here's a deck. Ooh, one card already came out. Let us see. And if you guys would like a personal reading or energy work, please do visit the link that I've just commented. All right. Do you feel blocked? Do you feel like something is keeping you from achieving the very things that you've set your mind to? Like you're struggling more than what you're used to doing?
Sometimes.
How about right now? How about lately, the past like week or two? Constipated? That actually might be a huge indicator. It might be a very huge indicator because it seems as though you're not digesting the events, the messages that your higher self is sending you. Let me just pull the cards. All right. So you had a big, bold vision. You have all the components that are necessary to bring this vision to fruition. But I detected something that was kind of blocking. That big, bold vision then suddenly became grayscale. Okay. It's like everything sort of got stripped down to basics. And it's almost as though a fear of not being able to exist in full color again has got you trying to paint everything with honey to make it appear sweeter than it is. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it tends to make a huge mess. Okay. It tends to make a very huge mess. So you have to be patient with your process. Card number 41, Parvati, devotion. You have to really devote yourself to what this big, bold vision is. Don't lose your momentum because this big like running start that you had didn't become what you were trying to make it be as fast as you thought it would be. In New York, you have so much competition. You know, it's definitely extremely high overhead and so much competition. You have to stand out in some way. And the way to do that is to allow your energy to speak for you. Okay. Now, card number 37 came up, Morrigan, death and magic. So it seems as though unless you continue to allow yourself to process what seems almost like disappointments, they're not disappointments. I'll tell you that much. They're not disappointments. unless you allow yourself to process the events, because they're pretty big events that have occurred, you're going to continue to be constipated. You're going to fill yourself with BS ideas, energy, thoughts and reactions about your circumstance. You have to allow yourself to experience a spiritual type of death where you go through a really, really tough period. Allow yourself to completely just break apart. And it's in that rebirth, because you're magical enough to rebirth yourself. Okay? You know that too. You're magical enough to rebirth yourself. In that rebirth, you'll definitely get this edge above the competition. You'll begin to stand out. And it's in doing that that you'll begin to get the attention of the demographic you're trying to get the attention of. Card number 11, diving for light. You have to allow yourself to go real deep. The business is a reflection of your internal circumstance. Thank you, Tamika Tucker. It's a reflection of your internal circumstance, okay? The deeper you allow yourself to go, the more riches you'll find. And this has a lot to do with you allowing yourself to become a different version of who you actually are. Allowing yourself to begin blossoming. Because if you look at her crown, her third eye, you're in the process of ascending, okay? The two seahorses, they look like a double helix, like the DNA. I don't know if you're going to be coming across an unexpected business partner. Do you already have a business partner? Or are you already considering bringing on a business partner or maybe an investor? Because if you aren't, you might need to, okay? You might need to keep yourself afloat for a little bit. This has a potentiality to work out for you. It does, but it's not going to come easy. Anything in New York is not going to come easy. It's just not. Regardless of how edgy you are, it takes that edge, the X factor, also networking, and just bottling that lightning. But it's possible. You have the components to do this. If you do bring on a partner, so why did you choose a space in New York? I don't think it's your father. This doesn't have a father feeling to it. Are you considering someone else? Or maybe that person hasn't come forward yet. I'm wondering if this hasn't been discussed yet or become an idea. But this is someone else. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, your new work studio. Girl, you're not supposed to wear glasses, right? I was like, New York doesn't feel right. New York just don't feel right for you. That's what I was like, I don't know why you moved to New York. Well, maybe the person comes from New York.
She says not yet.
Girl, stay in Georgia because New York's far too expensive, too much competition. Not that there's no competition in Georgia, but it's a far harder market to break into in New York. I was like, it just doesn't feel right for her to be in New York. At least you know, don't go to New York. It don't feel right to me. Whoever this is, and I don't think this is something you're going to go looking for. I think this is something that's just going to kind of happen. Okay. I think this is probably someone who you're going to have a conversation and things are going to come up and then this is going to be presented and it's going to be mulled over. But if this does happen, which I think it will, if it does happen, just know seahorses mate for life. Okay? Seahorses mate for life. And I mean, it doesn't necessarily. He just did googly eyes at me. Anyway, seahorses mate for life. And so if this is something that does come to fruition, then what's going to end up happening is this is going to be a partnership for life. This is going to work out. But you have to go with the flow. You can't force anything. I think your dad stepping back might be the greatest thing he's ever done for you. I think if he didn't step back, you wouldn't have as much hunger to succeed as if he was still there. You know what I mean? This is definitely going to initiate quite a big fire within you. Your next card. Card number 44. Saraswati, Mastery. Now, 44 is a very particular number. 4 is a number for self. When you put 44, two fours beside each other, this means you are standing beside an equal in every sense of the word. So when you begin to pair it with, where did I put the card? Oh, the diving for light. Yeah, you definitely, because when you have a relative, especially if it's a parent, investing in your business, it's almost as though we don't really take it seriously. You know what I mean? Like it's a real business. You have to do real income, real work, but with the parent bankrolling everything, then it kind of just is like, well, don't be mad at me, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But here you're building something, you're creating something on your own. So it was this card. When you pair the two together, see how the seahorses, they're equal. They're equal. There's not one bigger or more prominent than the other. So that goes with a 44. This is about mastery. Once you begin to master the thoughts within yourself, your ability to manifest, I think the right person is going to come forward and they're going to reflect this amazing, elevated manifestation. I definitely think this is going to pan out. It's just going to be a little bit tight, okay? It's going to be a little bit tight, but you're now kind of being forced to show that you can do this. There's nothing better than a challenge like that to make you hungry enough to go for the actual goal. So just hang in there. Make sure that you allow yourself to process, okay? The constipation ties into it. Definitely ties into it. So allow yourself to process. And I know you're upset about your dad doing that, I know if that's like really hurtful. It's really hurtful to just decide that so abruptly and kind of leave you hanging. That's how soul works, though. Okay. It's through the greatest level of adversity and challenge that you really begin to elevate your potentiality. So you got this, though. You definitely got this. So let's see if there's any more expedites. All right. Okay. Mamie. Let's see. Oh. Mamie, that messenger, did they feel genuine? Was it really that? Just want to make sure. Did it feel like it to you? Okay. I mean, as long as you didn't have immediate, like, that was weird, right? Because if you had an immediate, that was weird, that would not be good. So let's see. Let's get you some cards. All right. Ooh, do you guys feel weird? You're welcome, Triple Set. Okay. Hold on. I gotta get the other cards. Something feels a little bit weird. I don't know what. So let's see. You feel off? You guys feel off? Mimi, you feel okay? Daddy, can you please get my gold bowl? Just so we're clear, someone in the audience had intentional malicious intent. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't someone who just doesn't know their energy. This was intentional. You've been tagged. Have fun with Arkai. Because if I'm in a shitty mood, he's in even worse mood. Good luck with that shit. So, Mamie, everyone feeling better? Yes? Yes? All right. All right. Let's get back to Mamie. There we go. Can you check what Joy is doing for her to be yelling like that? Can you tell her ladies don't scream that way, except for me? Wait, and put these back. All right, Mamie. I'm gonna get you a couple more cards because I really want clarity on this. I kind of get mixed feelings. I get a little bit of a mixed feeling about the messenger. So, and I'll be honest, immediately, and I don't know if it's just my own personal bias, but immediately reading your message, I was like, that's bullshit. Because I got have faith in you, girl. I believe in you, girl. So yeah, but immediately my feeling was that's bullshit. She's not off her course, but I could be wrong, you know. So card number 31, trust yourself. Everything in creation is backing you up. Do you feel like you've lost excuse me. Do you feel like you've lost direction? Do you feel like you're not on the proper path right now? Or did this message kind of come as a little bit of a surprise? You know, was it kind of like, what? I am? Because that's the feeling that I got. What? She is? I don't think she is. Well, not being as focused as you could be is not the same as not being on the right track anymore. So, if that was the actual gist of the message you received, that you're not on the path you should be on, consider that. Okay, I'm not solidifying my stance that I feel like the message is wrong or intentionally to deceive you. I'm kind of iffy. So I'm playing both sides of the coin. I'm kind of just devil's advocate type of stance for right now. So see, card number 5. Yes, things do need to change a little bit. There do need to be a little bit of adjustments, but you know, Athena, knowledge, it feels like you're exactly where you need to be. It feels like you're exactly where you need to be. It's not where you would prefer to be, which is probably much more advanced than where you're at, but it's where you are supposed to be. You have the knowledge, you have to trust yourself. These cards are all pointing to you being on track, you know? Card number 42, change of seasons. Maybe the message was more about, we're going to have to change gears. We're going to have to begin speeding things up. And your higher self and the messenger is just kind of giving you advance notice. So that way you don't get startled once the process really ramps up. Ooh. Okay. Card number 27, receiving. So you are receiving messages. You're allowing yourself to take it in. Just make sure you continue to use discernment, okay? Again, it might just be me being paranoid. I'm trying to discern if there's any weight to my hesitation to agree to the message. If it's, you know, rooted in my own personal paranoia and overprotective ways. But I will tell you, every time I do get this way, I always go through the same process. Like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? And then I try and convince myself that I'm tripping, only to find out I was exactly right. I was 100% right. So, see, my ego doesn't work that way, though. This is, no. Message is bullshit. It's bullshit, Mamie, because something just told me, because okay, something inside my chest was saying, just say it, girl, you're always right. When it comes to something like that type of feeling, you're always right. And then something outside of me says, that's your ego. Your ego's just out of control. Bullshit. Had you not said that, I would have kept doubting myself, but that's bullshit, because that's not how my ego works. When my ego flares up, it makes me doubt myself even more. It doesn't make me make statements that I'm always right. You just outed yourself, motherfucker. So that's malicious. That's malicious. If something is trying to convince you that you're not. Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay. How did I not notice this card come out? Card number 37, Morgan, death and magic. So, this doesn't look like the most angelic card. With that swirling and the darkness on the sides, the crows, the messengers, not to say that Morgan is evil or anything like that, or that crows and darkness is evil, but the feeling that I get from this for your particular reading, your personal reading, Mimi, is that there's a lot of shadow concealing the truth of what's being actually said. Okay. Where's that coming from? Ooh, what is that? Like a dark phoenix? Ooh. Okay. Well, that looks kind of like a dark phoenix wings, and it's facing you, going towards your throat, or going towards the messenger's throat. I'm not liking that. That didn't have that feeling when it came out the last reading. Card number 2, Liberty. So with this being revealed, you're now being freed from whatever mental constructs you were beginning to form regarding your lack of progress, regarding your lack of elevated abilities, or whatever it was that you were using to gauge how little you've accomplished, or you believe you've accomplished. I think you've grown quite a bit. I definitely feel like you've grown quite a bit. I feel like you've progressed tremendously. And I'm really not one to just give, I'm really not one to just give compliments just to give compliments. Like, if you haven't progressed the way you needed to, I would so tell you. And you know that about me. You definitely know that about me. So has this messenger been around for some time? Because my memory is horrible. I don't remember if you've mentioned this to me before.
I don't think so.
Okay. Card number 10, releasing allegiances. So I wouldn't be surprised if, the things that I'm sharing right now is making you feel very vulnerable. And I'm sorry if I am making you feel uncomfortably vulnerable, as though you've been deceived. That's not my intention. But you're needing to shed these layers of disbelief in yourself. Okay. If you look at her skin, it's all cracked and chafing. She's shedding those outer layers. You no longer need those outer layers. They've outgrown their purpose. You have fresh, supple layers beneath that. Okay. Now is time for you to kind of not necessarily shrink, but allow yourself to go deeper into yourself and really just observe where these thoughts come from. The thoughts in particular, I want to be very particular, the thoughts that you aren't as focused as you should be, or doing enough, or progressing fast enough, or any of that. See where it's rooted in, because oftentimes when I go through that same type of cycle, it's really rooted in some level of acknowledgement that I'm about to level up a tremendous amount. Usually, when I'm about to level up massively, like a quantum leap forward in my ability, my potency, all of that, I'll experience a period where it's like I just look for reasons to tear myself apart, and ways in which I haven't been doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing, and all those other types of conversations, internal conversations that people tend to have when they don't recognize the gravity of who and what they are. So, just keep that in mind, okay? Definitely keep that in mind. Ooh. So this kind of will give you an idea of how the human mind and its concepts and timelines, expectations, just aren't always in alignment with the knowing of soul. Look at this. She's like, so this is how you think you are right now. Okay, card number 6, listen. You're kind of in a little bit of a quiet phase where things are not popping off the way they have been in previous months. And you feel like you've kind of just been buried and not really progressing. Most of the growth for a plant, when you have a seedling, most of the growth actually occurs beneath the ground. The ground looks dormant and as though the seed isn't growing for the first however long. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You are indeed growing, but much of that growth is being hidden from you right now. And so here's your ambition. Okay. Look at that. Card number 38, card number 6. There's your ambition looking like, laziness, laziness. And no, it's not. You're exactly where you need to be. You cannot tell a plant, a flower, how to grow, when to blossom. Isn't that hilarious? I looked at it and it's like, this is your human mind trying to process the way your process goes, and this is your soul. Your human mind is like, lazy ass, inefficient. No, you're perfectly where you need to be, Mamie. Perfectly where you need to be. You're actually about to level up massively again. So that usually induces a period of quiet, sort of like a lull, the quiet before the storm, the calm before a storm. So yeah, definitely keep doing what you're doing at the rate that you're doing. It works perfectly fine for you. Okay, you're not off track. I have to send you a message. I'm gonna send you a private message really quick, okay, Mamie? Um, okay. I messaged you. It'll help you understand part of what's going on. This is going on specifically to derail your progress. Any type of control you attempt to exert on your organic spiritual progress will derail it, because it's a very, very delicate balance that's being kept right now. Very, very delicate. For most of us, the ascension process is just like free fall, take it all down, rebuild it, you're done. That's it. Till next cycle, right? Rest, relax, whatever, and then you'll have another cycle. For you, Mamie, this is like a controlled demolition of a unit, a structure in San Francisco, one of the old buildings. You know how it's a zero property line? You're demolishing the one that's in the middle, only a specific floor. So you have to be very careful where you set the incendiaries. You have to be very, very careful. It has to be a very precise type of thing. You can't just be slapping things on different posts and just tear it down, because you're going to tear down all the buildings. Okay. It's going to be like a domino effect. So that's kind of what's happening. Your soul is being the amazing engineer that it is and calculating everything precisely. You cannot rush this, okay? Once it initiates, it's going to be huge. It's going to be a massive thing for you to deal with. I think you're going to be you're going to be meeting someone soon, and I think when you meet that individual, the geographic proximity, the closeness of that energy is going to ignite the process. So I think that's what they're trying to do. I think that's what the false messenger is attempting to do. Create a lot of instability to prevent that in-person meeting. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's see. You're welcome, Amy. All right, so let us look. And if you'd like a reading or energy work, please do check out the link commented by my mod. I'm also commenting it as well, just because.
Double it.
Because I want to feel like I'm a part of it too. All right, Melissa Bernard. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'll check if there's anything. And if there is anything torn, I'll definitely correct it and also do the recoupling, okay? All right. Let us begin. So just breathe very deep and very slow. I just have to untangle my stuff. Hello, Joe. All right. So, oh, no, stop. Sorry, guys. I'm already starting to get all like. If you're sensitive to energy, I highly suggest you shield yourself. Daddy, make sure you shield, please. How do you feel? Are y'all okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are okay. Let me go ahead, with permission from higher selves. I'm going to go ahead and just scan the audience, not as individuals, but just basically looking for any kind of energetic damage that is a result, excuse me, is a result of the percussive blows that I detonated. Any damage that is a result of the work that I just did, I'm going to undo and pull it back, okay? All right. So, how do you guys feel? All right, so Melissa is super electrified on the outside of the skin. Yes. Let's see. Well, okay, so I should probably explain to y'all what happened. So I was fixing the cording, doing the whole repair. And then I did detect on one end of the cord was an Eva energy. And as soon as I detected that it was being cloaked, the bitch tried to attack me. So I was like, fuck you. and your friends and your cousins and your aunties and your uncles, the whole fucking family tree. Y'all done fucked up trying to fuck with me during a live. So I got mad. And I mean, she had to learn. She had to know there are very real consequences for poor life choices. You don't step to an alpha energy unless you're an alpha. And Eva, you're not a fucking alpha. And so you learned and got put back in your place. Try that again. Bigger consequences. Just saying. Just saying. And your little cords that you tried to put into me, bitch, they're gone. I took them all out. Took them all out, okay? Now, let me stop with my extra. So, Melissa, I know. It's like, girl, Eva, girl, the fuck out of here, Eva. So Eva's now the fuck out of here, and we're gonna move forward. Right, Moon Chiclet? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So to answer your question about the cord, there was a little bit of injury. It looked like there may have been an attempt to yank cords out. And it might have been that you tried to yank the cord out from you in a moment of, frustration, probably not consciously. But because there's such a mirror, it looks like they tried to do it too. So it wasn't fully detached, but it was enough that, things could get in there. So cleaned out the cord, repaired everything, reconnected, made sure the connection was encrypted more heavily, and you're good to go. Yeah. Yeah, no, it didn't seem like a conscious, let me rip this shit out thing. It didn't seem like something I'd try. Like, I'm gonna burn this shit out. I'm gonna rip it out, burn it out, dig it out, pack it in, seal it up, shield it up. No, it wasn't one of those. I'm not saying that I did that. Not saying that I didn't. I'm just saying it's not one of those things. I'm just saying. And apparently you can't do that to a real, twin ray. You can't. It's not allowed. So that was, I'm hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically speaking, don't y'all be judging me and my lack of coping skills. I'm just saying, don't be judging me. Okay. Let's just stop all the joking around. I'm no longer laughing. Chadney, ancestral wound clearing. Okay, Chicky, you ready? Right? Those are coping skills. Not the healthiest, but they are still coping skills. Okay? All right, Chadney. All right, there's Chicky. Chicky. Okay, let's get this party started. Right. Jen, can I have the toilet paper? We don't believe in tissues. Can I have the toilet paper? It should be down there somewhere.
The what?
Toilet paper. The TP. Your non-TF would like the TP.
You said what?
Your non-TF would like the TP. Because you're my SM. But not like the SMDD. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm like being gross right now. Blowing my nose. But it just had to happen, I'm a human being. That's called third eye purging. Non-stop fucking drip. I remember when my son tried to introduce me to his vernacular and he was talking about his drip. And in my head, I was like post-nasal? Apparently it's not. It doesn't refer to post-nasal. Drip meaning, All right, just word to the wise. Okay. All right, word to the wise. You ask me weird shit, I hide you.
Do you like apples?
You like nuts? Do you use nuts? Okay. Ask me weird shit, you get banned. I am gonna let you finish your fuckery. All right, let me just find a song. There we go. All right, we'll just. Whoa, that was loud. All right, Moon Chicky. All right. So this wound is very, very deep. I need full third dilation. Just breathe. I'm going to be scanning your core. Dora. You may feel the presence of a very large male behind you. We're both charging. You might feel as though you're in a Faraday cage. We're charging opposite charges, okay? You may begin to feel this in your solar plexus. Merging charge in your core, you might begin to feel expansion. Don't fight expansion. It'll take you beyond shattering but I'll fix all the damage. Just breathe. Reiteration. Okay. Breathe. Rebuild. Reconstruct. Recharge. Remember. Chicky. We're climbing frequency fast. Exiting matrix. Hyperjump. Dimension 175. Jumping. 250. Entering. Akasha. Reaching Akasha. Breathe. Breathe. Free fall. Entering matrix. Anchored. Scanning. Breathe. Breathe. Slow. Breathe. Breathe. One second. Damn, Chicky. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! We went on a ride. Hot digging a damn, Chicky. That was some light codes. Hot diggity damn. Yeehaw! We're gonna go ahead and put that in his sword. Whew. Oh. That was some shit, girl. How do you feel? Oh, oh my. Let's give Moon Chiclet a moment to process. Let's definitely give a moment. Let me go ahead and put my sword away. Whew. Wow. Ooh. Oh, how's everyone feeling after that? Hot diggity damn, I wasn't expecting none of that. Ooh, after that level of energy, the hat can't come off. Yeah, no, the hat is not coming off. I'll tell you that much. Yeehaw! That was a yeet yeet. Yeet yeet adios, motherfuckers. That was wow. Oh, so, were you in class earlier? You were in class, right? When we did astral projection for today's clinical? How did it compare to today's clinical? Was it, comparable, or was it something on a whole 'nother level where all form and everything kind of just, disappeared? Just curious. Right? Private lows? It was like, "What the fuck?" WTF. Capital F at that. It was a lot. It was a lot of energy. Definitely a very beautiful thing. Thank you for sharing that with me. That was amazing. Excuse me. A lot of purging. That was a lot of purging. Wow. Wow. Um, you feel okay though? So, Chicky, I gotta show you my I gotta show you my crystal. Um, I want to, and this is for Moon Chicklet. Okay, it's not going to have the same effect on other people because this is calibrated to her. If you're sensitive to energy, this crystal is going to make you vibrate, feel all tingly, like you smoke some shit. I don't know what you smoke. I don't partake in anything smoked, so I don't know. But I'm told it makes people feel real giddy. Chicklet, there are certain codes in here that that are for you. Okay, so just stare. Just an FYI, anyone intentionally attempting to access the structure of this crystal. You don't want to do that. Simply experience whatever the crystal wants to share with you. You see that kitty cat? See that shadow kitty? Okay. You don't know what Lyrins are? You try and cord into this crystal, you'll find out. Okay? See the kitty cat, the Black Panther looking at you? Yeah. Don't. Don't test it. Almost done, chicklet. All right. How do you feel? Uh, it's amazing that my little kitty cat buddy showed itself in the crystal today. I never told anyone about it. But he was like, hey, hey. I giggle because that's not a kitty cat. That's definitely not some demure kitty. All right. So let us see. We're gonna just let Chicky finish her experience. We're gonna move on. Moonchiclet, make sure you stay seated for a while, okay? Just make sure. So let's see. Deb Lashbrook. All right. Okay. I'll ask higher self. I'll check that and ask higher self. Oh, you have the sweetest soul, Chicky. Ooh, girl. Okay. It's all tattered from the freaking from all the freaking sulfur pools that I was sticking it in, but wanted to say hello to you. All my damn stuff wants to say hello to you, Chicky. Look at you, all freaking friendly and stuff. No, seeing the cat is not bad. I don't typically, it doesn't typically show itself, but for whatever reason, it's decided to show itself during today's life and told me to let people know that it's not just gonna allow the bushish. The bushish. Okay. Let me get started, Deb. I just kind of want to pop these in just in case. Just in case. Just in case I don't make it home tonight. Let me make love to you for the last time, baby. Da 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 da. All right. Let me scan that. Have you been feeling anything in your chest? Like a presence? Just looks so obnoxious. A presence? It's right in the chest area, kind of like right there, and then over the shoulder. Almost like a crab. And this is for Deb Lashbrook. Ah. Okay, I'll tell you exactly what I saw. It looked like a crab, like a crab facing up. The pinchers are going up your back, and the back of the crab, the eyes are right around there. And it's around this size, right? And it's kind of clamped around. I was like, what is that? Like a breastplate? And I went to go look closer, and a head fucking popped out the top and turned around and looked at me like, like, what the fuck is that? Um, Needless to say, it's sedated immediately. um, I'm still analyzing it. Mm. I'm trying to track it back to its origin. I sent you. Who sent you? Give me the name. Name now. Have I been messaging you on Facebook? Okay. Do I have your permission? Do I have your permission to engage on your behalf? Okay. Let me just load a song. Dissolve. Come forward. Show yourself. You lost your fucking cock-ass mind. Thereto avolina archaic ora. Say it again. Bow. Remove. Any other challenges? Daddy. Pray. No, no, no. Contain, contain, contain. Can I have water? You okay, Deb? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. How's everyone else feeling? You guys all okay? So, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to recenter myself. Mm. So I have said recently in other live streams that I'm reaching a point in my spiritual journey where I have to stop stifling myself. I have to stop trying to shrink myself out of concern that people aren't ready to experience uh, even just a shred more of the totality of who and what I am. That was a fractal of a shred more. Mm. Um, and I'll be very transparent. That was a very specific being, very, very ancient, um, extremely powerful, extremely powerful. And normally I wouldn't address that in a live stream. That would be something that I would partition into a private session type of circumstance. And I had to make an executive decision. It made a very specific statement. Aside from challenging me, which that's fine. I'm not interested in proving I'm the top dog. It challenged me and made a statement that it would enter all of you. And that's where it crossed the line. And that's why you heard me make the statement in response. You've lost your fucking caca ass mind. And then it became a cage match to the death. Bitch, we are now confined. I'll fuck your ass up. Because that's one thing you don't do. You don't threaten the people who have entrusted me to keep them safe as they witness the work I do. That's where you fucked up. And so I had to take it there. It's not my, that was not my first option. Definitely not my first option. I don't like people seeing me reach that level of dark aggression. But I guess it just goes to show that humanity in general is ready to see that darkness is not necessarily evil. That as bright as my light is, my darkness is equally as dark. And that's utilized, it's harnessed for very specific purpose to give further clarity and gravity to the totality of light. So I don't know, Deb. I don't know. That thing wasn't in your field. Um, it definitely had a crab type being. I don't know what the fuck that was, girl. It looked like a crab type thing. And it just kind of clamped onto the outside. It wasn't actually on your chest. Yes, the audience is fine. It never got a chance to do anything to anyone in the audience. It wasn't even in Deb's field. It was just the utterance of a threat. Yeah, I call every single bluff. You can't come to me and bluff because when you make statements like that, I will call you on your bluff and I will fuck your ass up. I just don't joke around with things like that. There are far too many people that have put so much trust in me and my promise to do whatever I need to do to keep you safe as you share space with me. And I will always make sure I have to go out of my way, I will, but I will always make sure that I'm worthy of that trust that you so generously give me. So that was that. That was definitely that. Yeah, gosh. All right. So Deb, you're clear. You're clear. I'm clear. I think that dark night is probably done. And yeah, yeah, definitely. Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nick. All right. Next we have. Let's see. Uh, Next we have Tamika Tucker. So, um, Tamika, did you want a scan or do you want a clairvoyant question? Do you want me to do a clairvoyant reading or a scan? Whose cock? Wow. Someone's cock was in the room. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Tamika, are you here? You know, Deb, I think maybe our higher selves did have something planned because I don't typically rim my eyes this dark. I only ever really do that. Uh, you know, you know my rule about makeup. All right, I don't think Tamika's here. Let me go ahead and come back to her. Like an expedited request, either for a personal reading or personal energetic work for your circumstance, please do check out the link that I just commented. It is meevolving.com/SWS/expedite. So next is Melanie Lee. Let's see. Melanie, is there something in particular that you want read? Oh, Tamika's here. Okay. Hold on now. Mark pending. Tamika, did you want a clairvoyant reading or do you want a scan? They're the same price, but with the question that you put in your order, that would be more of a clairvoyant or a ClairTarot reading. Would you prefer that? Or do you want me to scan for something in particular? Okay, let me ask your higher self, okay? Okay, higher self tells me a scan. There is definitely something that is also going on with you. Immediately, I'm shown several latchings. So there's a parasitic latching beneath your left breast. Throat, high heart, upper right portion of stomach. Well, it's the stomach. It's the upper right portion of your belly. Both adrenal glands, your left ureter. That I don't know if you're medically inclined. That would be the tube that connects the kidney and empties into the bladder. Your sacrum, left iliac crest, just left of the upper portion of your tailbone. Excuse me. Inner bottom portion of your left shoulder blade, top inner portion of your right shoulder blade, bottom of your neck, just left of spine, just left of spine, just beneath your hairline, base of skull, left temporal lobe, Wernicke's area, right parietal lobe, right frontal lobe, left tonsil, outer left corner of eye, just beneath the eye, left sinus, all the way up, behind left eye, the nerve that comes out of your left eye, basal ganglia, base of your brain. What's has there been a lot of shifting in your mood? A lot of this feeling of like almost like lack of understanding of what people are telling you. It seems like a lot of the things that are being said are being twisted. Um, it's not really something you're doing, but as the information comes in, because you have a lot of latchings right around here, um, as the information comes in, it's almost like it's being sent through a filter before it actually is processed through your ear, and everything's being distorted. So I could be like, "Oh, you look pretty today," but what you hear is, "You look pretty today." You know what I mean? So it's like really distorted, and it causes you to feel a lot of internal like yes, very much. Yeah, you definitely would benefit from a parasitic extraction. If you're having problems with Albert, it's because of a parasitic circumstance. It's definitely causing quite a bit of um, issues with trust, just a lot, a lot. Basically, everything that you could potentially feel negative about, it's trying to trigger that. You do a very good job, actually, of trying to cope and not lash out as much as you would want or as much as you feel the need to lash out. So you've been containing it very well. I even get the feeling like you hide this very well from other people because you don't want to disappoint or hurt them. But when you do that, I mean, obviously, it's not ideal for you to just lash out. You know what I mean? That's not really an option. But when you do that, when you conceal all of that disharmonic energy and thoughts and feelings, you begin to create blockages within your central chakra line. Right now, there's a tremendous amount of blockage and impaction in the root chakra. Um, if you go through an ascension cycle anytime soon without clearing that, what's going to end up happening, that level of dense blockage, it's going to ricochet up, and your sacral chakra is already very delicate. Much of the disharmonic energy that you're storing, you're a true feminine. Okay, what that means is when things hurt, when things scare you, when you get angry, anything disharmonic, you store it in your womb. And if you go through an ascension cycle, which pretty much everybody is experiencing some level of ascension cycling right now, my concern is you're going to pull in a tremendous amount of energy and completely just demolish the root and shatter fully the sacral. Um, with that, it, that can very quickly turn into physiological conditions. Okay. First, fibromyalgia will probably happen. That's the most common effect of chakra injury. Okay. My more pressing concerns would be the development of some sort of autoimmune condition that's tied to a leaky gut condition, hyperpermeable bowel. That one is more concerning than fibromyalgia. Um, Also, any developments of growths in the reproductive organs, that's definitely a concern. You've had this type of coping mechanism for most of your life. Yeah, absolutely, I could help. I absolutely can. But this is such a pronounced um, type of circumstance that you would benefit from a parasitic extraction plus DNA activation. So that way, you're not paying for two separate sessions. It would be more economically feasible for everyone to have a combined session where you're just adding. I think it's like a $25 or $50 difference instead of two separate sessions. So that I would highly recommend that. Highly. What I can do right now to prevent more of this from worsening, I can definitely sedate all the latchings and freeze them. So that way they're still on your field, but they can't continue to create more problems for you. Okay. It's not going to be a long-term solution, but it should definitely stick and last until you have a private session. Okay. So, do I have your permission to freeze them, freeze and sedate? Have you already been having constipation and like kind of upset stomach? Not enough to make you be like, "Oh my god, something's wrong," but just enough to be like, "Ew, I don't feel too good." Just feels kinda yucky, feels kinda weird. Okay, we'll go ahead and start freezing them. Alright. So you okay. I think you've already started, accreting higher levels of frequency. Um, Pretty much everyone's been affected by the shifting of energy, and even people who aren't into this type of subject matter, they're experiencing ascension symptoms as well. So that was my main concern. It's definitely something that can be corrected, something that I can help you correct. I will tell you though, you're going to have to make sure you maintain this, okay? You can't continue to pull in um, disharmonic feelings and energies and, bend over backwards for other people. Okay? It's just a part of who you are and how nurturing you are, but you're going to have to shift that a little bit. You can't do it for everyone because most of the people you're doing this for, it's just their preference. It's not a necessity. They don't actually truly need you to assist in that way. They just don't want to take care of it themselves. Okay? Where did they come from? Many of these latchings look as though they've been there for much of your life. Um, I'd say about half, around a third to half, have been there since you were around 2 to 4 years old. You probably experienced some kind of trauma. Doesn't have to be any kind of abuse. It could just be something traumatic, something really scared you, or made you feel very unsafe. Whatever it is. You know how children are at that age. They have different ways of processing events, things they witness. It can even be a TV show. But around 2 to 4 years old were the first large portion. And then maybe about a fourth occurred around the time you were 16 You probably experienced some sort of trauma then as well. Some pretty major life event caused your frequency to dip. A very acute dip in frequency will allow for things to enter. So something took advantage and entered, and then whatever is left. It's not a lot that came around the past 2 to 3 years. I don't know if you've been struggling and really stressed out the past 2 to 3 years, maybe overextending yourself more than you usually do, um, narcissistic type of what do you call it, connections with other people. I don't necessarily feel it coming from the person you mentioned. Yeah, yeah, because the number 16 was very prominent. And then I was shown around 3 to 4 years old. I don't know if that's the span, started around 2 and then kind of heightened around 3 and then tapered off around 4, but it was 2 to 4 years old. But the most dense, it's not the largest amount of latchings, but the most dense and potent form of dark was around 16. Yeah. But in the past 2 to 3 years, um, your confidence in yourself and the way you see your worth has dipped as well. Um, you're beautiful. You have so much to offer other people, from friendship to relationship. You have so much to offer. You're so loving. You cater to everyone's needs. You're just so accommodating. And so, you have to allow yourself to receive the love and support that you so generously give. It's not necessarily that you're just surrounded by ugly, dark people. It's not necessarily that. There are quite a few that take advantage, but you do have quite a few as well that want to love on you and take care of you and spoil you and treat you well. But there's this part of you they won't allow it. You're just like, no, 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 no. They try and do something for you, and you're like, no, it's okay. No, no, I don't want to be a bother. No, that's too much, girl. Yeah, I feel like a hypocrite telling you this because I have the same problem. But that your energy reads like mine in that sense, where it's so difficult for you to allow yourself to receive. You deserve it. You really do. I'm not just talking about like, you deserve to be taken to a fancy restaurant or you deserve jewelry. I'm talking about you deserve to feel the love and support that you give to others so easily, so generously. Sometimes what's more important is you allow them to just kind of listen to you as you vent, because you don't really do that. You don't really allow that. So, yeah, parasitic extraction plus DNA activation. I highly recommend you get that at your earliest convenience. And you have to begin doing more shadow work, inner child work, excuse me, and self love work. You can find a bunch of articles and suggestions and tips online for free. You don't necessarily have to take a course or, and honestly, paying for a service that has to do with your shadow work, inner child work, and self love work. Mm-mm, mm-mm. For the shadow work, I guess, you can have someone assist with like the removal of latchings to kind of give you a better footing. But outside of that, that's all internal work. And anyone charging you for that, they're not going to be able to help you with that. That's something you have to do on your own. They can help guide you, that they can help like give you the tools, teach you the tools, but you can also find that for free online. I don't even offer any of that service because to me, that's just almost fraudulent, like that's something you have to invest in yourself, time, energy, effort. I think you can do it. I definitely think you can do it. And I think you're definitely going to be guided by your higher self to the very websites and other like PDFs, books, things like that, that you can access for free to give you the tools that you need for better coping, to allow yourself to receive, to just begin processing the things that you've been through. You know, I don't think you need anything really beyond helping to reconstruct the energetic damage and removing the parasitic latchings. That's really all I think you need. And then, taking time to process. That's the best course of action, in my opinion. But I mean, that's just my opinion. All right. I hope that helps you, Tamika. So let us see. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Donald Duck. Okay, man. What the fuck was I just singing? I don't even like Disney. Oh my god. Okay, Melanie Lee. What was that about? Next thing you know, I'll be singing Little Mermaid. I'm just saying, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who's got everything? Pokemon. Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. Oh, Bukinva's here. Is there anything in particular that you want me to read for? Or you want to just do a general reading? How you want to do this, girl? Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, flipping along. Oh! Excuse me. Woo! Let me drink some water. Oh, I just have such a reaction to the card. Oh my. Let me just swallow that back down. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of your world. I think I was led to sing that song for bullshit reasons. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? I bet you on land they have twin flames. Those fuck boys are so spiritual. I'm sorry. I tried to swallow it back down. It just came back up. I don't know what the fuck happened. It just came out. It just came out. I'm so sorry that I'm not sorry. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm extra today, okay? Extra salty, high sodium darkness. I cannot help myself. I will not say that. Bullshit. Okay, I will say that. No, this needs to be reshuffled. Michael is like, you have to take that back. That's hurtful. You have to say you love your queen. Oh, do I? I never said I hate them. I'm just saying. I love everybody. I'm a Pisces. We love everybody to varying degrees. I'm just saying. Oh, you guys. Okay. Girl, you'll find out why fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Uh-huh. Mhm. Let me just. I'm about to choke on my own bullshit right now. Okay. 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 I'm getting myself back into focus. Yes, we are focusing on the reading. Yeah, I don't believe I have a cold. I never got a fever. I don't believe I have anything viral. I believe all of this is energetic garbage from a twin ship. I believe that. 100%. Okay. Bakima, let's get you a couple more cards. There you go. There you go. And there you go. Thank God. Thank God Eva learned her motherfucking place. Okay. Let me not point my fingers and be intense. Let me just tone it down. Tone it down. Tone it down. You're like at around an 8, 9 level. And what we're going to need is for you to come down all the way back down to like a 2 or a 3. Okay. So the reason for all my shit talking. Card number 13, power of attraction. Girl, do your eyes feel weird right now? Melanie, do your eyes feel weird? Do I have permission to do energy work on you? This energy needs to be cleared from you. That cough does not belong to you, and your eyes are your own. Is that okay? How do you feel? Has the coughing subsided? Look how big my ears are. Look at that shit. I swear I'm not wearing prosthetic ears. Just tuck them into the hat. Maybe that'll help. Is your coughing better? Mine is too. I'm just so um card number 13, power of attraction. There you go. It seems as though you are calling to you certain types of energies. Um, the certain types of energies also includes the pinging of your own twin flame. Okay. So that's coming to you. That it's almost this feeling that whoever it is, excuse me, excuse me, a lot of release occurring. Whoever that is, they've suddenly become aware of your existence. Probably still just on an energetic level. Uh, you know, it might not just be on an energetic level because I see someone looking at your pictures. I'm wondering if they found you online. Um, there's a potentiality, whoever this individual is, has found you online. And this is a very specific thing. This is not going to be a friendship. This is not going to be a friendship, girl. Because when you pair this card, power of attraction, and you guys are looking at each other eye to eye, focused, you just focused, fully reconnected. And this circle right here, this almost looks like a wedding ring. You know what I'm saying? So when you take that picture and you pair it with this card, card number 2, Aphrodite, romantic love, this is not going to be no friendship. Nope, nope, nope. This is for sure going to be some sexual loving. This is some romantic stuff. This is some boom chicka wow wow type level stuff. Look at how, hi, boom. Oh shit, I dropped the card. I dropped it. It was card number 2, Aphrodite, romantic love. So you're calling that to you. You're definitely pinging, sending out a signal. Ooh, 100% at 817. That would be an 8-8. Just saying. You're definitely calling that to you. Card number 18. Card number 18, treasured memories. I don't know if things have been going on in I don't know if things have been going on in your life that have been causing you to feel more like nostalgic, but not nostalgic in a way that calls to mind someone from your past. It's almost just like you enjoying the novelty of certain types of experiences, certain types of feelings. If you are, these treasured memories, these are basically memories from lives you've already lived together. Okay. They're coming back to the surface of your awareness, not the full details of those lives, but the feeling. And usually, what the feeling does, it serves as fuel for a manifestation. It's almost like the process has begun to fully call in and reclaim that twin connection. Okay. Hold on. Let me use my monkey ass toes. And yes, I said monkey ass toes. Got it. So when you pair all of these 3 cards together, you're definitely opening yourself to the potentiality of full on romantic twin flame, boom chicka wow wow, let's say I do, um, type of connection, type of love. It's coming, it's impending. as their energy begins to come closer, and I think they found you already. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, that they become aware of you online. You're definitely rising up in frequency. Card number 7, Legacy of Light. You're reaching higher levels of consciousness. Usually what this card means is that you're rising up back to your original greatness. But for you, the feeling that I get is this is the twin. They're already aware, and like the energy is surrounding you, protecting you, kind of just giving you time and space to marinate a little bit in this feeling and the novelty of what if, before they actually enter, to kind of just get your feet wet. So card number 12, patterns. You're going to begin to see patterns. If you haven't already begun to see patterns, you're definitely going to begin to see patterns. Numbers. I'm being told the reason you were curious about numbers, they're speaking to you. Numeric messages. They're already speaking to you. I don't know what the message is. I don't know what the message is. I'm assuming it's just for the two of you then. I don't want to, pry. I don't want to. Oh, hey, boo. Okay, they're Melchizedek as well. Melchizedek Cloister. Oh, that's fucking amazing. It's like he's totally letting me know, like I'm, good stuff. Yeah, I'm good stuff. He's gonna be good stuff for you. It's gonna be a really, really amazing experience for you. Not many people can say that, but I think with this, you two have been tempered, kind of like how you temper steel. You forge it to make it into a sword. You have to temper it first so that the structural integrity becomes something more rigid. And I don't think that it's the rigidity. I think what you're supposed to focus on is the fact that you've both been run through very hot fire to burn away impurities and been pounded like a mofo. So you're both, you've already been tested over and over and been through so much. So now you guys already both know what you want. Okay. So when he comes forward, he's gonna know exactly what he wants, and you already know what you want. So I think this is something that becomes very pure nature. Card number 7. One of you is already blossomed. The other one is still in the infancy of your developing understanding of your journey. So that's perfectly okay, because that's how twins usually are. Even if they're equally matched, one usually has a more developed understanding, and the one with a more developed understanding typically helps the one that's still in the early blossom phase. So, naked in your truth, just be who you are. You don't have to be anything outside of who you already are. They're not going to be impressed with any kind of show that you try and put on. What's going to really impress them is your authenticity. This is a call for you to just be who you are. I don't know where this came from. I'm not even going to say it because I'm a bit inappropriate at times. I'm aware of this. I'm a bit inappropriate at times, so I'm just going to leave my little side comment to myself. And I'm sure it's going to drive you crazy thinking about, like, what was she going to say? What didn't she say? It has to do with waxing. It was an inappropriate comment about waxing. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. You're definitely receiving quite a bit of downloaded information. Okay, this is separate from the twin stuff. You're going to be really accelerating in your ascension process. You're already experiencing stuff, but this is going to be on a whole nother level that you've never experienced. Look at all those layers and textures of coding. This is all coming through to you. directly. You don't need anyone else to receive this information. Now, as you already know, you might not be consciously aware of what the information is, but as soon as you need it, you'll be able to recall it. Okay. Uh, okay. I was gonna say you don't even need to wax nothing. Just be all natural. Just have a jungle. Put some shells. Like have braid your shit. Put some shells so it jangles when you walk. I'm just saying. You're not a little girl. They need to know that you a full grown woman with some shells dangling from your vajayjay. Why are you guys doing? I'm just saying, okay? I'm not a little girl. I'm not a hairless little girl. I got some shells dangling. They clink, clink, clink when I walk. Oh my God. Who are you? Why do you say these kind of things publicly? What is your fucking issue, girl? You ain't never learned no kind of boundaries. I didn't. I never learned boundaries. I don't know. I think I fall somewhere on the autism spectrum because I just lack boundaries. I I don't know where it comes from. I'm just who I am. If y'all don't like it, I'm right there with you. Don't mind me. Card number 6. Benzigen. Ooh, look at you, boo. Okay, are those tattoos on your breastises? Mm-hmm. She got pierced nipples. I'm just saying. She got the cray cray hair. She got the tatters on the chest, the test. Y'all know what I was gonna say, but censored it in time on the chest. Anyways, okay, beauty. Look at that. You that totally reminds me of a phoenix. And it's this feeling that I get. You're absolutely a phoenix on the rise. As the two of you have been tempered, run through that hot fire, you're positioning yourself to rise from that ash. And not to say that you have had a horrible life or that, really seriously ugly things always happen to you. No, but you've been battle tested. You're block tested, street certified. Sorry. You're block tested, street certified. I'm just saying, hashtag it, boo. Hashtag it. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing to witness you rising from your own ashes. Oh, look at that. Mm, that's gorgeous. What does the turquoise signify on her eyes? I don't know. Maybe she just likes it. Maybe she just likes it. Maybe she's trying to be very avant-garde. Who knows? Who knows? It could be that your the visuals that you receive as messages, they're encrypted by the Melchizedek shield. So, and that could be it. You know, it could be a message, or I could just be reaching for some bullshit answer. Who knows? But it could be confirmation to assure you that once you lay eyes on this individual, you'll know your vision is encrypted. You're not being deceived. Once you see them, you'll know. You'll see them. Okay. Now, card number 26, transformation. It's going to transform you in every sense of the word. It's definitely going to change how you see life, how you interact with others. The filters that you run your perception through are going to be forever altered by their presence. Now, I want to make it clear there's never a guarantee for twins to stay together for the totality of their lifespan. Sometimes all of this beautiful stuff can be wham bam and then fizzle out, in a few weeks, a few months, a few years. You just don't know. So I want to make sure our perception and our expectations are very realistic ones, meaning just allow yourself to experience this connection with the individual. Allow yourself to experience what it feels like to grow and expand in this way, and love them and yourself in such a way that frees you to take whatever path you need to take at whatever time. Okay. So definitely, I feel like they're gonna be in it for the long haul. That's the feeling that I get with the cards, that this is not something that's a quick reunion and then separation again. This feels like a long-term type thing, okay? No nipple pierce. Why not? I'm gonna buy some clamps. I'm gonna find someone to give me permission. And when I say I'm gonna find someone, I think what I mean is I'm gonna wait until my husband falls asleep. And he's gonna wake up to me sitting on his chest, clamping his shit with a smile. Because who doesn't want to get clamped by me smiling? All right, Lisa. Yeah. All right, let's get you that recoupling done. Lisa, are you here? Baby, you misspelled yes. You put the wrong letters and you're one letter short. It's YES. Hell yes. Okay? All right. Let's just go ahead and do the recoupling. You see my smile? You're not going to say no to me. You're just not. You might say no right now, but not when you wake up with me smiling like this. You're not going to say no to that. Okay, where's my phone? All right. Yes. See? See what I mean? Okay. um, let's get a song. Let's see. Just breathe very deep and very slow. You might start to feel very warm, okay? All right. How do you feel? Yay. Do you feel too hot or you feel okay temperature wise? So what did I see? The cord, there was no like serious damage or, attempt to attack, holes, anything like that. What I saw more was that the cord is so old that it was starting to break down in certain places, kind of like a rusting and thinning. Um, like how rust eats metal. It's kind of like that in certain places, but there was no actual puncture wounds through those thinned areas. So all of those areas were definitely structurally corrected. The rust portion was removed and a more fortified section was put in its place. Several layers of fortification and protection were put on the cord. They were reconnected and a new encryption set of encryption codes placed on each of the connection sites, the recoupling areas. Also, okay, you're good. Good. Also, I was asked by your higher self to go ahead and run Phoenix Fire through the field. It was a lot of energy, a lot. So, I think you've already leveled up quite a bit over the past, few months, especially in the past 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, more like 2 to 3, but 3 to 4 weeks was when this certain cycle started. There was a major, major level up. So your tolerance for energy has gone up tremendously. Do you feel even slightly warm? Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of harmony within your field. A lot. Like everything is aligned beautifully. Um, it's almost like this feeling that I get because I have varying degrees of OCD, where everything has to be just perfectly. If you were to see when I put groceries away, everything is so perfectly lined. It looks like a store. But that's kind of how your energy makes me feel. Like everything is so beautifully organized and aligned. Most of this work had to do with the twin, the actual twin. Okay, good, good. Yeah, that totally confirms the level of increase in your tolerance. Slightly warm. Another individual, they'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm having a hot flash. I'm sweating." But it seemed like the amount of energy that was used was, it's good. It was just good. But it's Phoenix Fire, which is intense, intense. Most of the time when I use Phoenix Fire on individuals, they're like, oh my God, I'm tingling everywhere. I'm shaky and I'm burning up hot. I'm sweating. I have a freaking sweat mustache. But you're like, I'm warm. I love it. I love it. So you will experience another uptick in energy in a few minutes. It's just a natural part of how you process energy. It's almost like your higher self reserves a small section for after and then injects it after a few minutes. So, I mean, you've gotten expedites done for before. You definitely know how your process goes. It's not going to be any different tonight. Okay. Um, do you already know who your twin is? He's waving. Do you know who it is? I don't see the face. It's like someone took an eraser and like smudged the face. But I see the hand like, hi. That is weird. Yeah, I don't I hope you already know who it is because they seem to know who you are. Definitely seem to know. There's a huge calm about them. Does he have dark hair? Either like a chocolatey brown or more like a chocolatey brown with a little bit of golden highlights. You saw him in real life last year. That's Are you guys in Okay, now I'm just being nosy as heck. Let me just stop. Are you in contact? Do you guys get along? Okay, let me stop. You don't gotta answer any of that stuff, okay? I hope this helps. He does have dark hair. Does he have big eyes? Really large almond eyes? Okay, for real. Girl, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna just keep asking you questions. Let me stop myself. Let me just stop myself. All right. Next we have um Rochelle Tesmer. Rochelle, are you here? Hello, Sarah. Rochelle, are you here? I want to trim my hair. Maybe that's too short. Maybe like that much. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Rochelle, are you here? Oh, mods, I closed the link. I'm sorry. I probably should have said something earlier. I did close the link. You can go to my website to book a private session. I do private sessions, private readings, private energy work. Okay, let's unmark Rochelle. Well, actually, why not? Let's unmark Rochelle. Let's give her some time to come back. Jennifer K. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Jennifer K. Let's see what's going on. Wait. Okay. I'm being told I need to suspend my mind. Go ahead and play a little bit of music and begin scanning. Oh, oh, oh my. Your template's been rewritten. It's so beautiful. Your higher self is asking for assistance. There's certain segments that need a boost of energy to complete the rewriting. I'm simply going by instruction from your higher self. I see Sanskrit written in sand by a very thin, long finger. So much code. I can't go faster. Put your left hand out, palm facing me. My memory is going to be wiped. I won't remember any of the code. I'm going to pressure inject it into your memory bank. Breathe. Forty. 40. Residual codes are being burned from my fingertips. They're clean. My field is clear. Nothing obscured. Clear. How do you feel? Are you okay? It's a lot of frequency. Breathe. Sending sedation into your field. Breathe deep and slow. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. How do you feel? I'm being shown all kind of stuff. Slow down, please. You're overloading. I'm not connected to you, but it's a lot of energetic overflow. It's a lot of memories. 1 second. Are you okay now? Are you calmed down a little bit? It's a lot to process. Um, I don't know what you're processing. Do I have your permission to wrap my love and my wings around you to help you calm down a little more? I'm told not to drain any energy from you because all of it is necessary for this process to finish. Hi, Moon Tiki. It is very overwhelming. If it's something that's tolerable, then I don't need to wrap anything around you. But if you would prefer that I do, then I will. Whatever you need to assist you. Do you prefer to not? Okay, that's okay then. Make sure you keep focusing on breathing, okay? Breathe very deep and very, very slow. Make sure it's a very controlled. And in between the breaths, I want you to pause for 4 seconds, at least 4 seconds, okay? Mm. So, Rachel, ancestral wound clear. Rachel, are you here? No. What the hell was it, girl? because that was supposed to just be a scan, and the next thing you know, higher self takes over, mind takes over, communicating directly with your higher self, receiving instruction. And I'm like, you two crazy ass women. Uh, and as if that what that higher self hijack wasn't offensive enough. Uh, I wasn't allowed to remember any of it. None of the code, none of the symbols, nothing. Rachel, are you here? Rachel Sawyer? Girl, I could freaking soft slap both our higher selves. You know that? I could soft slap both of them. 4 fingers. Soft slap both of them. She said, whatever you want. I asked my higher self, why are you taking over? And why is her higher self doing this? Is this something okay? My higher self, that smart ass mofo, it would not be allowed if it was not first requested. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's the answer. It would not be allowed if it was not first requested. Ah. All right, guys. So it's kind of looking like Rachel might not be here. Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, let's get started. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly, right? Okay, let's. So, Rachel, I want you to breathe very deep and very slow. Let me just untangle my stuff. You're welcome, Jennifer. Let me know if you need assistance, okay? I don't think you will, but I'm definitely there if you need me. Who broke my window? Telling the truth isn't gonna be easy. Okay. Rachel, please make sure you're seated, preferably reclined, okay? Wound's been located. You may feel tightness in the chest. Breathe very deep and very slow. You may feel pressure and tingles in your forehead. How do you feel? Haven't heard that song in a while. I loved it. Loved it. So we're just going to let Rachel finish her experience. Oh, that card is so obnoxious. You doing okay, Rachel? I think she might have a very significant lag. Mm. Right. Everything looks aligned, rejuvenating. Just observing one more section of your coding to make sure that it completes the way it should. Almost done. One little segment left. And done. All right. All righty. So I hope that you stay seated for as long as you need, Rachel, just to make sure that you don't get dizzy when you get up. Definitely stay seated for a bit longer. Um, you also might experience what I call energetic detox, and that typically presents as flu like symptoms with no fever. Um, these flu like symptoms may also include postnasal drip, a lot of sinus discharge, coughing, things like that. You might also experience body soreness, um, especially in the areas where I did much of the work. That's where you probably experience most of the soreness. Um, you also can experience emotional rawness over the next 7 to 10 days. That's usually how long energetic detox lasts, 7 to 10 days. And this is the processing of old traumas from this life and from previous lives. They start rising to the surface. It's a natural part of the clearing and ascension process. Okay. So, you guys, thank you so much for. I love this. Okay, it was 3 hours, 33 minutes, 11 seconds with 33 watches. Whoop. Yeah, the tightness in your chest has to do with me working in your upper left chest, right around here. So, and the coding extends across the chest. Just breathe. Make sure you continue breathing very deep and very slow with intention. Um, your head as well, uh, especially forehead area. There was a lot of coding that was code work that was performed in that area as well. So don't be surprised if you have some mild headaches for the next couple days. It shouldn't be something that is persistent, and it shouldn't be something that is more than just a little bit mild and really just annoying more than anything. Nothing super duper painful, nothing super intense, nothing that should be laying you out like migraine. It should not be anything like that. Um, if, yeah, you definitely will feel lightheaded because that's a lot of high frequency. So don't get up, okay? Okay, good. She's doing okay. Don't get up. Just make sure you give yourself extra, however many minutes you need to recalibrate and, rebalance yourself. That's a very normal reaction to this level of energetic work. So, if there's someone there with you, it might be good if they give you some water or some juice, something with a little bit of sugar in it. If you're diabetic, make sure that it's something diabetics can have. But you might begin to feel very warm, and as though your blood sugar has dipped really low. It shouldn't have dipped super low, like dangerously low, but it might be enough of a dip in your glucose where you feel almost like ravenous with hunger and thirst. There's a lot of energy work that we did. Okay. So make sure that you drink and you eat a little snack and just stay seated or laying until you feel solid and centered in your body and, not at risk of falling over. So you got, yeah, I just did that. Okay. What the hell was that about? I don't know. I don't know. I told you. I don't know half the things I do. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this long, especially. I will be going live again tomorrow. I'm going to be posting on my website, hopefully by tonight, because I'm going to take myself a goddess bath. Yes, I have 6 dozen roses waiting for me to bathe in. Not even joking. Not even joking. I'm going to use some of my goddess soul soak. This is a very specialized bath soak. It's salt and all kind of fucking amazing shit in there. But this particular one, I am charging all of it. It's going to be calibrated to do full moon energy stuff for you. Okay. This is going to be available hopefully tonight or tomorrow morning on my website. It's going to be for a full moon ceremony set. This is going to really, it's intended to help really boost manifestation, your energies, everything. So if y'all know what my kids are like, y'all know what it's like. So I'll have pictures. I'm going to document my goddess bath. I'm going to take a bath with all my stuff. my crystals and flowers and all that good stuff. All right, guys, I'll see you again tomorrow. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Give this video a thumbs up. What else? What else? Share it out. What else? What else can we do? What else can we do? Oh, you guys. Once I find my box of swords, motherfucker just disappeared and shit. Well, you know, I have moved like 4 times in how many months? But once I do find that box of swords, I'm going to do a live stream where it's specifically to go ahead and get the people who want to be a part of the randomized drawing to win a sword from me. If y'all haven't seen my swords, y'all saw my swords a few minutes ago. Anyways, that I'm going to give away a sword. So in order to qualify, you have to be a subscriber to this channel. You have to be following me on Instagram, and you have to have liked my page on Facebook. Excuse me. All across the board, I'm evolving. That's all you got to do. All you got to do. So, yes, I'm out, guys. Bath time. Bye.